right, good morning from the cabin as we get ready to head to Wyoming today. Place I've never been, place M's never been. But we have a new addition to Hercules today. So yesterday I told you that we were having a fairing replacement. So today we're going to take a new ride. Hercules got a facelift and he has a new front fairing.
Color match, shark skin blue. It's beautiful.
So let's see what M thinks about this.
I love it. I mean, I've been eyeballing changing that since I got this bike earlier this year because the flat black just ain't it. And fairing exchange, perfect color match, quick service, great pricing. Absolutely love it. So just gives it a much better look than just having that cheap flat black on a $30,000 motorcycle.
It needs to be washed. He's a little filthy. But these roads up here is not going to make him look any prettier. But he keeps it safe and he got a facelift, guys. Sam, where do we get to?
We are at Harley Davidson of Sundance, Wyoming.
A whole nother state for us.
We've never been to Wyoming.
But you can bet, what are we here for?
Poker chip.
Poker chips. Check-ins.
Good afternoon. We are in Sundance, Wyoming, I guess.
I'm not even sure. Wyoming, I know.
We were in Sundance. Now we're up at the DevilsTower. I believe it's still Sundance. I apologize if I get that wrong. But you can see the DevilsTower back here behind us. We're over on the little pull-off area. And we're going to hang out for a minute, and then we're going to get a little closer. What you think?
It's massive. But there's a story behind it, and we'll tell you that shortly.
All right, let's check it out real quick from afar. It's a great little spot. Pull off. It's beautiful out here. All right, good evening. Well, today was a good day. We rode over. She's got the giggles today.
It's late in the evening, it happens.
We rode over to Wyoming today from out here at Lead, and went over to Harley Davidson and Sundance. Neat little dealer there. Merchandise only, no bikes, but pretty cool little place. That's about 25 miles or so from where we ended up at DevilsTower. DevilsTower is pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I liked it. There's a lot of people there, so I was quite surprised. As we were riding, it just pops up out of nowhere. We were like 16 miles from the actual park, and it's just a beautiful ride because you get to see it at a distance, and then you get to see it up close. So seems like everybody was there with us to see it that day.
Well, it was also a Saturday, and that doesn't help. And everybody rolls in here probably tomorrow. There'll be a lot of bikes out here, and so it's I'm glad we got a lot of riding done before it gets crazy, and we're jetting out of here Monday. But it was a good day. A lot of people.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good weather. It wasn't too hot.
And our journey on the way back, there's some pop-up bars, and it's just like this whole building and this stone bar, something.
All these different ones. Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking like a big old field in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Hundreds of bikes out there.
Yeah, and just a little safety warning for everybody. On the way back, we had quite a few guys that were quite reckless. Not all together. They were separate. One in particular was on a white road glide. He's going to be in this video that you're going to see here. And, you're going to pass a group of bikers. That's fine. It's a dotted line. It's fine. But don't do it in a place where there's cars coming the other way. Because in order for him to avoid the head-on collision that you're going to see in this video, he literally almost took out a guy about 4 bikes in front of me. And had he did that when he come down on top of him, had he did that, I'm not sure we'd be making this video right now.
It's a scary thing, so
just use some sense out there, guys.
Not only do you ride safety for yourself, but when you ride, think of other people.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, we were running 10 or 12 over behind another group of people, and it wasn't like we were driving slow. And I guess he just wanted to flex, and sometimes that flex is gonna get you hurt. And you young boys, when you get to be in your 50s like us, you'll learn that life. You don't have to race to get everywhere in life. Enjoy life while you can, and you'll be able to ride for many years like I have. So that's all I got tonight. How about you?
That's it for me. Do it again another day.
We'll see you on down the road. Make sure you like and subscribe.